Good morning, my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to talk to you students through video presentations like this as usual. In the previous two videos meant for class 10 of CBSE, I have discussed the points related to Euclid's division algorithm or Euclid's division lemma and some problems related to that. In this particular video presentation, we will discuss how to find HCF and LCM of any two numbers or more than two numbers using prime factorization principle. Here again, before going into the details or the problems, let me discuss some basic points. Whenever I am going to be given a number whose factors are number 1 and the number itself, only those two factors are there for a given number, such a number is called a prime number. For example, 2 has only factors 1 and 2. 2 is a prime number. In fact, 2 is the only even prime number. The rest of the even numbers will have 1 as well as 2 as minimum of 2 factors. Okay, for example, 4 has 1, 2, 4. Therefore, 4 is not a prime number. It is called a composite number. A number which is not prime is called a composite number. Think about 3. 3 has only factors 1 and 3 itself. 3 is a prime number. Think of 5. 5 has only factors 1 and 5. Therefore, 5 is a prime number. Think of 7. 7 has factors 1 and 7. Therefore, 7 is a prime number. But think about 6. 6 has factors 1, 2, 3, 6. There are 4 factors for 6. Therefore, 6 is a composite number. 6 is not a prime number. Therefore, I repeat, a number which has only 2 factors, namely 1 and itself, such a number is called a prime number. Other numbers are called composite numbers. Therefore, 2, 3, 5, 7, in fact 11, 13, 17, 19, such numbers are called prime numbers. Whereas 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, of course 15, 16, 18, 20 and so on. Such numbers are called composite numbers. They have more factors other than 1 and the number itself. Such numbers are called composite numbers. Okay, there are infinitely many prime numbers. There are infinitely many composite numbers. Just listen to this example. I have written it for you already. Okay, I have taken number 12. I will divide by 12 by possible prime factors which it has. 12 is divisible by 2, everybody knows. Every even number is divisible by 2. Now, for 12 divided by 2 gives you 6. 6 is 7, again is divisible by 2. 6 divided by 2 will be 3. 3 divided by 3 will be 1. Therefore, I can very well write 12 as 2 into 2 into 3, or I can very well write it as 2 square into 3. Okay, think about 20. 20 is again even number. I can divide by 2. 20 divided by 2 gives you 10. 10 2s are 20. 10 divided by 2, again I can divide by 2, is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Therefore, I can very well write 20 as 2 into 2 into 5, or 2 square as a power. I can write power of prime factors. I can write 2 square into 5. Similarly, we can do various such examples. We can think about various such examples. Okay. Therefore, in general, we have a theorem known as fundamental theorem of arithmetic. It goes like this. Every composite number can be uniquely written as the product of its prime factors apart from the order in which the factors are written. By orders, I mean 2 square into 3 is also same as 3 into 2 square. 2 square into 5 is same as 5 into 2 square. Take 30, let us say 2 divided by 30 is 30 divided by 2, sorry. 30 divided by 2 is 15. I can divide this by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now for 30 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5. Or I can even write it as 3 into 2 into 5. Or I can write it as 5 into 3 into 2. Or I can write 5 into 2 into 3. The order doesn't matter. Okay, therefore I have one theorem. Because of this I have taken some examples and I am having a generalization known as fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, it goes like this. Every composite number can be uniquely, no, that's the only way, that means it is the only way I can write, uniquely written as product of its prime factors or product of powers of prime factors, okay, powers of prime factors apart from the order in which the factors are written, factors are taken or written, or either way you can write, factors are written. Okay, factors are written. Let me repeat. I have taken an example 12. After dividing 12 by the possible prime factors it has, I'll be able to write 12 as 2 square into 3 or 3 into 2 square. Both are correct. 20 can be written as 2 square into 5, 5 into 2 square. Or 30 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5, 3 into 2 into 5, 5 into 3 into 2, or 5 into 2 into 3. Either way, the order doesn't matter. Therefore, we have 12, 20, 30 which I have chosen here are composite numbers. Therefore, we have a generalization. Every composite number can be uniquely written as product of its prime factors or product of powers of prime factors apart from the order in which the factors are written. This is known as fundamental theorem of arithmetic, which we have verified with some examples also, which is being generalized here, which is the statement of which I have given you. Okay, now let me just tell you how to go about finding HCF and LCM of two numbers, okay, two or more numbers, okay, using prime factorization principle. Okay, I will take an example and I will then tell you. Okay, find the HCF, LCM of 12, 15 using prime factorization method. Okay, now I'll divide 12 by 2, I'll get 6, I'll get 3 here. Now for 12 can be written as, I'm talking about the answer now, 2 square into 3. Now I'll be dividing 15 by 3. 15 can be written as 3 into 5. Listen carefully. You will have some common factors. Okay, just listen carefully. HCF or GCD, both are same. Greatest common divisor, highest common factor, both are same, of 12, 15. Listen carefully. Out of the common factors, listen carefully. Okay, when I have the word highest, I will take down and write the least powers. If more than two numbers are given, I will say least. Lower power I will take. Here the power is 2 power 0, here power is 2 square. Therefore, I will not take 2. 2 power 0 is anyway 1. 3 and 3, there is a common power 3. Okay, 5 and 5 power 0. I won't take 5 power 0. I repeat, out of the common factors, I will take down and write with the factor having lower powers or least powers. Such numbers, product of such answers will be your HCF. Similarly, LCM of 12, 15. Out of these, I will take down out of the common multiples. Okay, I will take down and write the common multiples with the higher powers. Okay, out of 2 power 0 and 2 square is the highest, higher one. 3 into 3 is common. Therefore, it is reduced to 4 into 5 into 3. Anyway, 20 into 3. Answer is 60. Let me repeat anyway. Okay, 12. I will divide 12 by 2. I will get 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 can be written as 2 square into 3. 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 can be written as 3 and 5. HCF highest common factor or greatest common divisor. Both are same. Okay. Wherever of 12 and 15 I am trying to find out now. Wherever I have the word highest or greatest, out of the common factors, I will take down and write the factor having, common factors having lower powers or least powers. 2 square and 2 power 0. I won't write 2 power 0 because anything power 0 except 0 power 0 is 1. 3. There is a common power 1. For I'll take it. Okay. Then 5 power 0. I won't write 5 power 0. The HCF will be 3. LCM out of the common multiples, I will take least. Wherever I have the word least, I will take down and write the one with a higher power, highest powers. Out of 2 square and 2 power 0, higher power is 2. 2 square. 3, common power. 3 power 1, 3. Then 5 power 0, 5 I will take. 4 into 5 is 20. 20 into 3 is 6. And you have 60. It's not 6, it is 60. Okay, therefore HCF will be 3 and LCM will be 60. And you have one more rule. Whenever you are trying to find HCF and LCM of two numbers, then there is a standard rule. Product of the numbers, it will be true for any two numbers. Product of the numbers is equal to product of its HCF, LCM. You can even verify here. Okay, here 12 into 15. Here it will be, you can just check, it is 180. Okay, 12 into 15. Product of the numbers 180. Product of HCF and LCM 3 into 60, 180. Therefore, that is true for two numbers, not for more than two numbers. Let me just repeat. Whenever I am trying to find the HCF and LCM of two numbers, okay, I will be able to check the condition product with the numbers equal to product of its HCF and LCM. Here 12 into 15 is 180. Okay, 180. 3 into 60 is 180. Therefore, product of the numbers will be always, two numbers will be always equal to its product of its HCF and LCM. That result is also true. Okay, let me just generalize one particular thing. Now, I forgot to tell you one more thing. I was talking about prime numbers and composite numbers. One is considered to be neither prime nor composite. Remember carefully. One is a number which is neither prime nor composite. When two numbers, I am just giving you the rule. A, B are given. Okay, we write A, B both as product of their prime factors individually. We'll do that individually. Okay, as we did for 12 and 15 here. Okay, then HCF of A comma B is equal to lower power. Okay, least power, right? The least I am using for more than two numbers. Okay, when comparisons between two, I will use lower. Okay, when there are more than two numbers, I will call it as least. Okay, least power of the common factors. Of course, product of least powers of the common factors of A and B will be its HCF. Then LCM of A comma B is equal to product of higher or highest power. Okay, highest power of common multiples of A comma B. I will take down all the entries having least powers of common factors of A and B, and product of them will be the HCF. Then I will take down and write all the common multiples having higher powers. Out of the common multiple which is having higher power, highest power, I will take and write and get the product of them. That will be the LCM. That will be the, okay, the way it is being done. For two numbers, there is one more result. Product of two numbers will be always equal to product of their HCF and LCM. It is also true for, anyway, for two numbers. Okay, let me take just one more example. Okay, find the HCF comma LCM of 60 comma 80 and verify that product of them is equal to product of their HCF comma LCM. Let me verify this. Let me do prime factorization principle here. Divide by 2, 30, divide by 2, 15, divide by 3, 5, divide by 5, 1. Now for 60 can be written as 2 square into 3 into 5. Okay, let me think about 80, divide by 2, 40, divide by 2, 20, divide by 2, 10, divide by 2, 5, divide by 5, 1. Now for 80 can be written as 2 power 4 into 5. Okay, therefore HCF of 60 comma 80 will be 2 square 2 power 4, the lower power is 2 square, 3 power 0, I won't write, 5 is common, therefore it will be 20. Then LCM of 60 comma 80, what are the higher powers? 2 square 2 power 4, the higher power is 2 power 4. Then 3 I'll be taking, okay, 5 I'll be taking, therefore this will be is equal to 16 into 5 into 3, which is 80 into 3, which is 240. Okay, then what is the product here? 60 into 80, 4800. What is the product of its HCF and LCM? 20 into 240, that is also 4800. You write it separately, okay? Product of the numbers, you name it as equation 1. Product of its HCF and LCM, name it as 2. 1 and 2 will give you product of the numbers equal product of its HCF and LCM. Let me repeat, find the HCF LCM of 60, 80 and verify that product of them equal product of that HCF LCM. 60 divided by 2 is 30, 30 divided by 2 is 15, 15 divided by 3 is 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Therefore it will be 2 square into 3 into 5. 80 divided by 2 is 40, 40 divided by 2 is 20, 20 divided by 2 is 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 2s, therefore 2 power 4 into 5. Okay, therefore out of 2 power 4 and 2 square, the lower power is 2 square. Out of 3 and 3 power 0, lower power is 0, 3 power 0, I won't take 5, I'll take 5, 5 and 4 is 20, HCF will be 20. LCM, out of the common multiples, I'll take them right the higher powers, 2 power 4 into 3 into 5. Now for 16 into 5 is 80. Product is easier, therefore I do that way. Okay, now for 240. Now 60 into 80, the product of the number, write it separately. Okay, 4800. Okay, here 20 into 240, that is also 4800. Therefore product of the numbers is equal to product of their HCF and LCM. Okay, I think we'll do some more problems in the next video. I'll continue with the next video. It is already going to be almost 20 minutes. Okay, those who are interested in having automatic notification about the new videos being uploaded in the channel, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button as well as the bell icon, and subscription has no charges. Thank you students, we'll meet in the next video. A small correction, at the time of finding LCM of between two numbers, I told you out of the common multiples, take down and write the higher powers. Anyway, we are going to consider only the factors over there, common factors over there, okay, prime factors. Now for out of the common factors, take down and write the one having higher powers and highest powers. Okay, you can take it for granted as common prime factors. It need not be in the form of multiples over there. Okay, make the correction and learn. Thank you. It's not a big deal, but still.